Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's special character is 种. So yesterday we talked about 和, which is the left part of it. It means grain crops, so mostly the grain type of crops. That's prevalent in Chinese, and because China was and probably is still agrarian society, so this is food source. So that's related to the um, whole foundation, nutritional foundation of how people live on this land. They have to go through the cycles of growing crops. So that's everyday character everybody can relate to. And now today we add this complicated part to the right side. And you can see the simplified Chinese. It's just 中 means middle. And it's a kind of a carryover of sound, but really it miss out the whole meaning behind what it means to seed. So 种 actually has at least two basic meaning. One is action word, one is a verb, one is a noun. As a noun, it's seed, but one is a verb. It's farming or planting. It's the action of make the seed grow. Okay. So the right side means 种. Sounds 种. And okay, you can see many imageries stack up on here. And it actually took me years to figure out what that is until finally I think I got it. So there are four characters here. We have to see it in a way. So I'm going to use the pointer here. So this structure, as you can see here, this part is the same as the base character, which is wood or tree made of this crop image. So here means a tree, okay? Because on the top, there's no tilting, right? And then in the middle, there is this ball or oval shape with a horizontal line in the middle, kind of embedded in there. Okay. Right here, that means east, the way it becomes east because the sun, okay, this oval shape actually is a squished, to save space, squished sphere. And then with a horizontal line in it, which is energy. So energetic ball is a Chinese definition of the sun. So the sun gives us heat, gives us energy. So Chinese character recognize that and have to, make sure that horizontal line, just one horizontal line, symbolizes so much, right? The energy, the fire, or the heat from it, the light, definitely. And so this is the sun embedded in the trunk of the tree. That means the sun just rises. It's our vision to the sun is kind of horizontal because the sun is just above the horizon that is behind the tree trunk at that level. It gives you this visual idea of where the position of the sun is. And of course, we have this obsession of the sun, of course, because it's an agricultural society that when we mark the position of the sun, when it first rises, it's the east side of us, right? Anywhere in the globe, that's the east. But then you say, how are you going to express the west? Because the sun are going to do it again behind the tree trunk when it gets to the other side. So Chinese have another way of expressing the west, which is the birds getting back to the nest, which is the phenomenon whenever the sun is setting, the birds are getting back to their nest. So that's kind of a customary that when the sun is embedded behind the tree trunk, people just default that as the sunrise moment, not sundown moment. Okay, so this then symbolizes is the east side when the sun just rises. And okay, so now we have this time marker that the sun just rises. And then the two part of it is the top is this human figure. So this almost look like a lambda or English art is a side view human figure. This is the head, this is the torso, the whole backside of the person, and this is the hand, the arm, because I would imagine the way Chinese depict humans. I have many imaginations and interpretations, but right now, from the context of the timing is morning time, and then we have the soil underneath. This person already working on the soil when at the dawn. Okay, so that's the whole picture that I start to realize. Okay, this arm thing, almost like this person is tending to the soil. And when you see that person's side view, it's like the arm reaching out, working on the plant, on this 种. Okay, one is the action word is a falling tone, 种. One is a noun, it's a 种. 种. Okay, this is a noun, this is a verb. So when somebody is a 种, the action of tending to the seed, that's the imagery. It's almost like that person almost kneel down and then they reach out to the plant. Okay, so all right, so we have this person on top of the soil. So the soil is expressed by two horizontal lines connected by one vertical line, and the second horizontal line got to touch the tip of the vertical line, because the vertical line is the ground. Horizontal line is the ground, vertical line is the plant, and the second horizontal line is the indicator, almost like the Chinese way of arrow pointing. So that's the attention. The language creator want you to put your eye on to derive the meaning, which is the tip of the location where it's at the tip of the root of the plant, which means it's the surrounding of the plant, that is the soil. So the whole picture gives you the timing, the place, in a sunrise at the dawn, and the place is on top of the soil, which is your farmland, and that person is already tending to the farm, tending to the seed. So the whole right complicated stacking up and imagery is about planting, is about farming activity. And when it pairs with crop, that's the most accurate depiction of what 种, this action word, means. This verb of planting, of farming, is exactly as depicted in here. Okay, so the expressions related to 种, actually the noun form, is 风情万种. I have an episode talk exactly that. 种 in this context of 万种, 10,000. Okay, Chinese use 10,000 as the gazillion. Back then, that's like a lot to imagine to a human magnitude. Okay, so 10,000 types. So 种 in this case becomes classification of things, because I would imagine in ancient times, the farming activity starts from selecting seed carefully, and that type of seed, the seed classification eventually represent all kinds of classification. So 风情 in this case about this girl's charm, femininity, and then came in 10,000 shapes and styles and all that. Okay, 有种, this 种 means seed, the original meaning, and the 种 carries the generic code of something, right? So when you say 有种, it's Chinese way to compliment somebody is ballsy. So think about it in English, ballsy. Balls are carrier of human seed, right? And when we say somebody is ballsy, means you're basically defending your seeding character or generic code that you have to kind of stand up for yourself so that you can have your seed continue. So 有种 is similar Chinese concept about you have your own seed so that you stand up for yourself. Okay, so that's 种, and thank you for your time. See you another day.